Alright, Shemai, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Makakodash, Barakateh Hawa, Barakateh Yahushai, Barakateh Hawa, Barakateh Yahushai, Bashem Makakodash. So Barakah Bash from the James Jamaica camp. Alright, I want to give double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone who continually feed us in this word, in sincerity and in truth. You know, double honors also, love and respect to the Akim out there who are pushing the word in sincerity and now truth, you know, who are building up the house of David, right? The who are of the hopeful elect, right? The 1/3 out there, the few elect sisters who believe this truth, right? Salvation is for the elect of Israel, and will be for the entire Israel, right? Come in the kingdom. Now this lesson is gonna be pretty much a response, you know, or an addition to the elder brother Shapar, you know, just did a video, you know, called The Belly of the Mind, you know, a brother from the Portland camp, you know, and it's a really good video, you know, speaking about St. John 6, where Yahushua, you know, said that you have to eat his flesh, you know, and drink his blood, you know, in order to live forever. And some men were offended, you know, pretty much. Some men were offended, pretty much thinking that, you know, he was telling them to literally eat his flesh and drink his blood. But, you know, those men were not spiritual, and you have men today who are not spiritual as well. You know, so the brother, you know, the elder brother went into the fact that the mind is also a belly, and you eat with your mind as well. So I pretty much wanted to just add to that, you know, to just bring out a few more scriptures, you know, in the old scriptures that prove, you know, the mind is actually, you know, a belly as well, right? And referred to, and food is likened unto wisdom. So like wisdom is likened unto food, right? And getting knowledge is likened unto eating. Right, so I'll start here at Proverbs chapter 9 verse 1. It says, wisdom hath builded her house. She has hewn out her 7 pillars. She has killed her beasts. She hath mingled her wine. She hath also furnished her tables. She has sent forth her maidens, crying upon the highest place of the city. Whoso is simple, let him that turn in hither. As for him that wanteth understanding, she said to him, come, eat of my bread, drink of the wine which I have mingled. Forsake the foolish and live, and go in the way of understanding. Right? So wisdom, right, says she has what? She has hewn her 7 pillars, killed her beasts, you know, mingled her wine. That's all talking about what? That's all talking about wisdom, yo. That's all talking about knowledge and understanding. Right? It says she has sent forth her maidens, right, crying upon the highest place of the city. Those maidens represent us, yo. Right? Those are the 5 wise virgins. Those are the that's the bride of the house Shayo, right? Which represent the prophets going out in the highways and the byways, right? Which if you go to Proverbs 1 and 21, it says that wisdom crieth in the streets, right? We are the voice of wisdom crying in the streets. And it says, whoso is simple, let him turn in hither. As for him that wanteth understanding, she said, come, eat of my bread, drink of the wine which I have mingled. Right? Is this talking about literally eating the bread of wisdom, or literally drinking the wine of wisdom? Is there a bread or wine that can make you wise? No. It's talking about the scriptures, yo. It's talking about the book of the Bible, yo. All of the book, as the brother went into, yo. Right? That's what he's speaking about. This is Isaiah chapter 55 verse 1. Ho, everyone that thirsteth, come ye to the waters. And he that hath no money, come buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price. What is that talking about? Right? Let's go down and read it. Wherefore do ye spend money for that which is not bread, and your labor for that which satisfieth not? Hearken diligently unto me, and eat that which is good. Let your soul delight itself in fatness. Incline your ear, because that's what you're going to eat with, and come unto me. Hear, and your soul shall live. So listening to the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai and receiving that understanding, right, is how you eat that bread, is how you drink that wine and that milk, right? And it says, and I will make an everlasting covenant with you, even the sure mercies of David, right? That's what that's talking about, yo. That's talking about listening to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, to the words, to the wisdom, to the knowledge and understanding, and receiving it, yo, right? This is 1 Corinthians chapter 3, and I'll start at verse 1. And thy brethren could not speak unto you as unto spiritual, but as unto carnal, right? Even so, that's the only reason why we're doing this, yo. We're doing this because you have some men who are carnal, yo. You have some men who don't understand spiritual things. So we're bringing it out, right? Even as unto babes in the house, I have fed you with milk and not with meat. So does that mean that Paul is giving them literal milk and saying that they can't manage meat? He says, for hitherto you were not able to bear it, neither yet are ye able. Right? So he's talking about knowledge, yo. Right? He fed them with simple knowledge and not with the deep knowledge, yo, because they couldn't manage it, yo. That's what he's talking about, yo. 1 Corinthians 10:1. Moreover, brethren, I would not that ye should be ignorant, for all your fathers were under the cloud and passed through the sea. Speaking about when our forefathers went through the wilderness, yo. And were all baptized unto Moses in the cloud and in the sea. And did all eat the same spiritual meat, and did all drink the same spiritual drink, for they drank of that spiritual rock that followed them, and that rock was Yahushua. Right? So as our forefathers ate and drink, right, the meat which was Yahushua back then in the wilderness, so too we know, right, must eat and drink of that spiritual rock which is Yahushua, right? But the problem is those men that heard it before, right, it was not mingled with faith, right? I think that's Hebrews 2. Let's see if I can get it. That's not Hebrews 2. Let's see if it's Hebrews 4. Yeah, I believe so. Right. Hebrews 4:1. Therefore let us fear, lest a promise being left us of entering into his rest, and of you should seem to come short of it. For unto us was the gospel preached as well as unto them, but the word preached did not profit them, not being mixed with faith in them that heard it. So even though, right, as it said in 1 Corinthians here, 1 Corinthians 10 here, it said that they did eat the same spiritual meat and drink the same spiritual drink, right? It was not mixed with faith, right? But it was still talking about Yahushua. It was not talking about literal meat. It was not talking about literal drink, yo. It said spiritual meat, spiritual drink. And hey, that's plain, right? That's plain, right? Plain and to the point, right? Let's wrap up with a couple more. Hebrews 5:12. For the time ye ought to be teachers, ye have need that one teach you again the first principles of the oracles of Yahweh, and are become as such as have need of milk and not of strong meat. For everyone that useth milk is unskillful in the word of righteousness, for he is a babe, right? But strong meat belongeth to them that are full age, even those who by reason of use have their senses exercised to discern both good and evil, right? And then 1 Peter 2:2, as newborn babes desire the sincere milk of the word, that ye may grow thereby. That's pretty much it, yo, right? So that I hope this added to the edification that the elder brother Shapar, brought out in his lesson. Again, Kalal Yahweh Bashem Yahushai for giving me the spirit to do this lesson. Shalom.